Good evening, Fantasy Endgame fam. What is up, everybody? Hope you're coming off the heels of a successful Week 16 and heading towards an even better week this coming week. If you're still playing for championship, whatever your case is, some of you already got it. I mean, we want to hear where you're at because I know some of you won, some of you got a championship, some of you are still playing to get one. There's all sorts of different variations here. That's what makes fantasy football so fun. It's like we don't know when your season ends. It might keep going all the way to week 18. Hopefully not. But anyways, let's hear wins, losses. We'll cheer with you. We'll pretend to cry with you, and we'll just go over what's going on. It's an interesting week. I would say that we had some standout performances once again. We had some players who might have helped single-handedly win your league, and of course, we had some busts. I don't know. What do you think about this past week? Is it not quite as crazy as the week before, but there was still a lot of unexpectedness.
Yeah, I mean that's just feel like every week, right? You're gonna get a lot of unexpected things, but I do feel like we had some major injuries this week too. Like Judkins, Trayvon Henderson, Lamar Jackson. Of course, London and Harrison coming back and doing nothing, just being annoying enough to like kind of affect. I guess Drake London didn't really affect Pitts or Bijan, but Marvin Harrison affected everybody in that offense negatively, apparently. So, yeah, hopefully you avoided all that and got through.
Yeah, and most of you would think are playing for the championship this week, or at least if you're still in it. Week 17 is it, but you never know. And this is also going to be one of those funky weeks because of the holidays. So we're going to have, and I remind you on the videos, but guys, just remember, you're going to have 3 games in just 2 days. That's right, Thursday, a trifecta, and then 2 more Saturday games, and then the Sunday slate. So it's going to be a weird schedule. So if you're still in it, I mean, don't wait. Get those lineups set as soon as you can. Of course, wait for our videos to come out first. So we're gonna see what's what, guys. We want to hear what you got going on. We want to hear the successes. It's okay. If it didn't happen, it didn't happen. Trust us. We have been there. We have been down the road both ways and back many times. Winning, the aggravating losses, it's just part of it. It's how it is. Don't forget, we're going to get to your questions in a second, but let's just get some housekeeping out of the way first. Guys, if anybody here is watching and hasn't tried DraftLane yet, I mean, I'm sure everybody here has. But still, maybe you haven't. Maybe you're on here for the first time. You've only been here a couple of weeks, whatever the case is. Maybe you haven't tried it. Want you to try our app. It's called DraftLane. We'll do that first. And let's see. Oh, of course, I forgot Unwrapped. We'll do Unwrapped first. We'll do Unwrapped first.
All right.
Unwrapped is there. It showed up. It popped up unexpectedly. It really wants to be out there first. All right, Underdog, you got us. Underdog has Unwrapped going on, guys. I know most of you are already on Underdog, so don't forget, check out the Unwrapped that we're going to do every single day. You're going to get either a gimme pick or a profit boost, or something in your lobby here. So Underdog, Unwrapped, you can get some sort of promo every day. Now, if you haven't tried Underdog yet, well, of course, you should sign up and get an account because you get to take advantage of the Unwrapped. But also, you still get the new customer goodies. And so for those who don't know, you're going to get up to $1,000 of bonus cash on your first deposit, right? They'll match half of your first deposit, and you get a free pick. And that's just aside from the Unwrapped. The Unwrapped's on top of it. And then as soon as you play $5 towards any pick, you're going to get $100 in bonus funds. So more bonus funds, free picks, profit boosts, all of that. So this is still a good time. I know the fantasy football season is coming to an end, but the picks on Underdog are forever. So don't forget to use code ENDGAME when you check out, right? Get all that. You can also use code ENDGAME for our app. It's called DraftLane. So keep in mind, this is a free download, right? App Store, Play Store. And then if you use promo code ENDGAME right there in settings, section. You apply that, you get 10 free points. You can ask your questions at any time. We got a couple of questions already. I mean, we just finished last week, and here we go. Got some users who are ready. These guys use their points. Let's start with this one. All right. Following the bitter disappointment of Jacoby Brissett finally having a bad game when we were just absolutely sure you could Brissett and forget it. You go Brissett against Burrow or Burrow against Brissett?
I think you got to go. You got to go Burrow this week on the other side there.
Yeah. All right. So the offense is back to normal. Hampton or Washington for the flex? Parker Washington coming off a huge game.
Yeah, coming off a huge game, but that's because Jacoby Myers and BTJ had to go against Riley Moss and Pat Surtain. I don't expect that again. I think you got to play Hampton here, especially if Vidal sits.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Vidal missed or left early with a neck injury. We'll see what his status is, but I agree. Hampton, very good spot. Hunter Henry or I was really somehow hoping we would not have to have another Colby Parkinson question for the rest of this year, but here we go. Hunter Henry or Colby Parkinson?
Yeah, but I'll probably just go Hunter Henry here. It's against the Jets. He was involved last week. I mean, look, this could be the week where Colby Parkinson goes off and Hunter Henry disappears. It's tight end. It's just the nature of the beast, but it's a good spot for Hunter Henry this week.
It is. I would feel better about myself not playing Colby Parkinson this week anyways. Okay. How about this one? Happy holidays. Yeah, we're almost there. Wow. I can't even believe it's the 23rd. Does not feel like it. Needs help with start sit. Also get Corum or Carter for RB2. Let's see. Got Josh Allen, Puka, and Jamar Chase. Okay. James Cook, Trey McBride. That's interesting. Am I seeing this right? Only one RB spot and then just a flex?
Yeah, maybe he doesn't put, because he said he needs an RB2, so maybe he hasn't put his RB2 in there. Man, this is crazy. He's got Evans on the bench, Sutton on the bench, but he doesn't have an RB2 at all. All right, so who were his choices?
He said Corum or Carter.
Also, I do really like Jennings this week, though.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's like Evans or Jennings. How do you not start Evans? But Jennings, how do you, after the 49ers, what we saw last night, you get the Bears? Maybe you do just go Jennings.
Geez. I mean, I do. Yeah, I don't know.
Let's just keep it.
Yeah, we'll just keep it there. I think between Corum and Carter, I think I still have to give Carter the slight edge. I mean, he is the lead back here against the Bengals this week.
Yeah. All right. Everything else is more than good. Yeah, interesting. Very shallow league, I'm guessing. You want to knock out the waiver wire one, or should we save that?
Yeah, we can save it for maybe a little bit later.
All right. Keep something on the shelf here. We got time, but we'll do it tonight for sure. We always get to this. So we've got a quick turnaround here. You ask your question on Draft Lane. I'm going to say at the very least 24-hour turnaround. That's usually much, much faster. It's usually just within a couple hours, if not instantaneous. So, all right. Let's get to our guys here. We're waiting. Benny has been waiting for 10 hours to let us put this up. Let's go. Who was down 32 and CMC came through with 34.6. He said everyone trolled him for taking CMC third overall. Oh, man. Not surprising to you that CMC was a league winner, is it?
No. I said all year, I said, hey, you can't be scared here. You cannot be scared. Like, I mean, look at this is like it's going to happen again next year in the draft process. There's going to be players. We're going to say, don't be scared, take them. And people are going to say, you're insane, blah, 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 blah. But I mean, you thought, people thought like, hey, if I take, Malik Neighbors, I should be fine, right? If I take Brian Thomas Jr., I should be fine. If I take this guy, I should be fine. Like, why would I risk it with CMC? Like, this is what I said. This is what I said. I didn't say like CMC's guaranteed, but I said like if CMC plays all 17 games, He's one of the few players that has the potential to be the highest scoring player in all of fantasy football. Like, how do you pass on that? I don't understand it. But I get it because it's just a mic. Okay, the dice. You know what I think is great about fantasy football? It's a microcosm for life. Most people are so risk averse that if you told them in box A is like $100 billion, but in box B is, it's either like $100 billion or like, I don't know, you got to spend, I don't know, something bad, but not too bad. Not like you die. You know what I mean? But something bad. Like, I don't know, maybe you got to spend like a night in jail. I don't know, whatever. And then in box B, it's like guaranteed $20,000. Most people will just take box B. They would pass up on potentially life-changing money. Maybe that's too extreme, but you know what I'm saying? Like, they would pass up on that. Just give me the 20K, because what if I have to go spend a night in jail? What if I drop the soap in jail or whatever? You know what I mean? This is probably a bad example, but you know what I'm saying. But we see it in fantasy football all the time. It's like, this guy could legit be the best player in all of fantasy. Yeah, but he could also get hurt and miss the whole season. Okay, well, guess what? The wide receiver you drafted missed the whole season. The running back you drafted was a bust. Like, you know what I mean? Anyways, let's not go on a CMC rant. Just congrats to everybody who had the stones to draft CMC. You deserved it. You deserved it.
Right. So you weren't scared. And that's exactly, he could get hurt. Nobody said that about Malik Neighbors before the season, and see what happens. So, yeah. All right. Well, congrats, Benny. And, let's see. Got another question here. Allen CMC, Hampton, T-Mac, Wilson, Parkinson, Corum on the bench, Rodriguez, Burden, Shakir, Warren. Any changes? This is, I guess, for the ship.
I don't think so. I mean, man, I will say, like, Parker Washington, Luther Burden could be close if Luther Burden plays. Parker Washington, Chris Rodriguez could be close if Quinnen Williams is out again for the Cowboys. Because again, I know. I don't know. Why did I think I saw Parker Washington? There's no Parker Washington.
Yeah, I was like, where's Parker Washington? You're looking at Parkinson. Maybe that's why.
Yeah. Okay, but I will, it's a Parkinson Wilson right there. I don't really want to start Michael Wilson this week. I mean, if it wasn't for that crazy long touchdown, he would have been a bust last week. Marvin Harrison just coming back to ruin everything, unfortunately. Again, you need a wide receiver here. I mean, I don't know. I guess if my choice is Shakir, I would still go Michael Wilson. But if Burden plays, I might go him over Michael Wilson.
All right. Well, yeah, a lot of moving parts still here, Benny. Hopefully it works out. Also, Jags at Indy, Tennessee at New Orleans, Vegas versus the Giants. He's saying he's 0-5 in championship games. So this is your year. Hopefully this is your year.
Wow. Come on. Let's get it this year. I would probably just go Jags at Indy. I'm not scared of Phillip Rivers. I don't know. Maybe Vegas versus the Giants isn't bad, but I mean, like, what's the upside there? I think the Jags can get pressure on Phillip Rivers, get some sacks. They're a much better defense than the 49ers.
Yeah, I mean, obviously he didn't look bad last night, but still, he's going to run out of gas at some point, isn't he? You'd think. Yeah, I would still take the Jags. They get turnovers. Yeah, hopefully this is your year, Benny. Let's get it.
Let's go.
All right. Let's go next to Miguel. Dak or Purdy?
This is a great spot for Dak this week, but how do you not start Brock Purdy? I think you got to go Brock Purdy here.
Yeah, Dak has just been like more like a floor play recently, right? Just haven't had the big games, and Purdy has. Taysom Hill, here we go, because Taysom did something last week. Funny that it's week 17. Taysom Hill, he says, wait, Walker or Kincaid? Does that mean Waller?
Yeah, I'm assuming Waller if it's a tight end question.
Right.
I might just take a chance on Taysom Hill here. Yeah. I mean, Taysom Hill got carries. What did he have last week? Oh, okay. This is annoying. They only show his Why when I Google Taysom Hill stats, the first thing they show me is passing? Come on, this guy is. I know he did throw that touchdown past Chris Olave, but I think that was more like to get him the thing. But I mean, look, he had 12 carries last week. He caught 4 passes for 36 yards. Like, he had 70 total yards. This is not even with the throwing the football. Like, I'm gonna go Taysom.
If I feel better about any of those tight ends, sure, but I guess just go Taysom. See what happens. And then it is WBS2359 in the title game at 12-4. All right, going Tracy or Michael Carter?
I've got Tracy higher this week. It's the Raiders. He's looked pretty good recently. I do think they're going to throw more this week because it's not the Brian Flores, blitz fest that they faced last week. But that being said, like, Tracy's been good. He gets the Raiders. I know Carter gets the Bengals, but yeah, it's still Michael Carter. I'm going to go Tracy.
Yeah, Carter is obviously in the better matchup against the Bengals, but there's risk that they get scripted. He gets sort of scripted out, right? If the Bengals put up a lot of points. So probably bit off with Tracy. And then, yeah, congrats to making it to the title game, and let's get it for sure. SC Brew All-American, also playing for the championship, no surprise. Needs a quarterback, 2 running backs, 1 receiver, and a flex. So, wow, you could have May, Purdy, or Burrow.
Wow. I've got Burrow the highest at home against the Cardinals. I'm going to go Burrow.
Yeah, nothing wrong with any of those quarterbacks. I mean, it's not going to lie. It is very tempting to go Drake May against the Jets. But there's the risk that they just don't have to throw it very much. So let's go Burrow. Genty Harvey, Bucky Hampton, Stevenson, and then we have Evans, Nico Pickens. And you can only choose 1 receiver, by the way.
Wow. All right, I'm going to go Genty Harvey at running back. Only one of these wide receivers in a flex. It's PPR. I think you got to go. Man, I'm going to go Nico Pickens. This is brutal. It's brutal. You're going to have like Evans on the bench, Bucky on the bench, Hampton on the bench. And like if Travion Henderson doesn't play, Ramondre could even be great here. I mean, you're going to have May. I mean, you're going to have like May on the bench, Purdy on the. I mean, jeez. This is tough.
This is why you're in the championship. I will say with this group, again, I feel like Genty's kind of a must start against the Giants. Bucky, I'm worried about enough because he's getting pulled at the goal line still, not getting catches. So, yeah, let's go Genty Harvey. Yeah, I think Nico is still the receiver I do like the best. Debate is between Evans and Pickens. That's where it's close for me. I don't know. I guess Pickens showed enough last week. Guess it's the Commanders. Let's go Pickens. Front Street Mopars, also in the championship, but he's saying he's probably cooked. Why do you say that? Dak or T-Law?
How do you not start T-Law this week?
Yeah,
gets that Colts defense that just gave up 5 touchdowns to Brock Purdy. He's been on fire. I mean, he just lit up the Broncos. Like, oh man, yeah, I think you got to go T-Law.
Yeah, it's definitely T-Law here. 2 receivers and 2 flexes. Here's Parker Washington, Pierce Odunze, Pearsall, QJ K9 Corum, AD Mitchell, Michael Carter. Oh, okay. This one is a little different from the last one.
Yeah. I mean, you can't. I know QJ had a nice game last week, but now that was the Cowboys. Now they get the Texans. No thanks.
Right.
I don't know. I'll probably just go Pierce, Parker, Washington here. Maybe if Odunze plays, I could consider him over like Parker, Washington, maybe. But probably just Pierce, Parker, Washington. I think Corum's got to be a flex, and I'll probably also flex Michael Carter. So you got McBride. I assume that's James Cook, not Jimbo Cook, and King Henry. That's nice. That's nice.
Yeah, definitely not cooked because you do have really good players still. The receivers, okay, not great, but you still have plenty of upside. And here's another championship game. He says he's kind of stacked in this one. Got Dak, Chase Brown, Henry, Fannin, Jason, Puka Lamb, Terry. Yeah, pretty stacked. Got Nix and Brisket on the bench. Monty, Marks, Corum, Pollard, Sharps, Goddard, Manungai. Terry is kind of hard to trust despite the matchup, but I don't know. Is that a flex or is that a third receiver? That must be flex because I already see.
Yeah, he's got JSN, Puka Lamb, Terry, unless you got to start 4 wide receivers. But I don't know. Am I flexing like Corum over Terry? Pollard, maybe? Maybe Pollard.
Pollard's gone 3 straight 100-yard games.
He has. I mean, he's probably a little safe. He's probably a little safer than Terry, if you want to play it a little safe here.
If it's Josh Johnson at quarterback, yeah, I'm not starting Terry McLaurin. I'll just go Pollard.
Yeah, I mean, it probably is. It sounds like it's going to be Josh Johnson. Yeah. I know Brissett let us down last week, but actually, no, I take it back. I do have Dak. Thought I was going to maybe say Brissett here, but no, I have Dak ahead of him. All right, yeah, let's leave Dak.
All right, but this team is pretty stacked. So, again, I also think for that reason, you don't need to risk Terry, get you nothing. Just take Pollard. Pollard's been on a roll. So, by the way, speaking of Monty, I just happened to see it. So, it's like, is there any big news today? Usually not on a Tuesday. The famous cryptic Instagram post, you see Monty posted an empty locker. Like, okay, whoa, so what does that mean? Like he's quitting?
I don't know. Is this the Monty squeaky wheel game? Like we're gonna see no Gibbs? I doubt it.
Who knows? Just thought I'd point that out. Says, yeah, it's not like I'm starting him. Thanks for 17, I'm assuming, weeks of support. Appreciated. Now in the championship week, here we go. Stafford, Rico, Carter, Schultz, Woody Marks, Flowers, Olave, Ladd, Watson, Reed, Pearsall.
All right. I mean, I did see Woody Marks back at practice full today, but I'm still not starting them. So, yeah, Rico, Carter, good. Schultz. You got to play Olave this week. I think I probably go Flowers no matter what here, even with Tyler Huntley. Tyler Huntley's not the worst option.
No.
And then flex, probably Watson. I really don't want to play Woody Marks this week. Like Pearsall, Reed. Yeah, probably just flex Watson no matter what.
All right. And then he also wants a waiver prior to here. He says keep rolling with the Saints or pick up Seahawks, Rams, Lions, Chargers.
I mean, Saints getting the Titans this week, right?
Yeah, I was going to say nothing wrong with the Saints this week, although Cam Ward has been pretty good. But, Rams? Who do the Rams get again?
They get the Falcons. I don't know. I mean, that's not bad. It's not bad, but I don't feel like Seahawks get Bryce Young and the Panthers. That's pretty nice.
Lions defense just not good enough.
I think I probably just stick with the Saints here. I'm not scared of Cam Ward.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the Saints. You can keep rolling with them. My next choice would be the Rams, but no guarantee they're much better. And then other waivers, Samson. Oh, Samson's out, isn't he?
Well, he could. I mean, he's not like on IR or anything. He could come back, but
yeah, not risking it. Juwan Parker Strange. Who is this tight end? Let me see. You had Schultz. You're fine with Schultz. I don't know. Don't think you need to change tight end. Parker. You could pick up Parker Washington over Pearsall, right?
Yeah, probably.
But it doesn't mean you need to start him. All right. Good luck. Daniel Scarrett, which defense this week? Saints or Seahawks? Just had that. Just roll the Saints.
Yeah, I'll still go Saints. Seahawks are fine. Seahawks against Bryce Young might be a little safer.
All right. Are you prepared for this? You knew we were going to have Taysom Hill questions. Naeem Walker, welcome back. Made it. Thanks for the help, but not sure whether to start Josh Jacobs or Taysom Hills.
Look, I know Josh Jacobs killed you last week, although he didn't kill you because you had Bijan and RJ Harvey, so you were fine. But man, I'm not benching Josh Jacobs for Taysom Hill. I can't do it. Can't.
I mean, he still played, and you figure even if he's limited in practice and all that same stuff again this week, he'll probably play, and you would think that he hopefully won't fumble at all. But even so, that ridiculous benching, I mean, it's just stupid. But anyways, I'm going Josh Jacobs too. All right, Jen Gillespie also made it to the finals. Awesome. Oh, you're welcome. All right, what about Hurts or Brissett?
This one's actually close for me. I've Hurts one spot ahead of Jacoby. I wouldn't shock me if Jacoby outscores Hurts, but it also wouldn't shock me if Hurts outscores Jacoby. Like, you know, on the road in Buffalo, not a great spot for Hurts here. So I don't know. I still have Hurts ahead of Brissett, barely.
Yeah, it's tough because again, not a great spot for Hurts, but yeah, I did say, and I'm still saying, like, yeah, we mostly still trust Jacoby Brissett, but yeah, can I put him over Jalen Hurts? Risky. It was very risky. I think I'm sticking with Jalen. If it's my team, I'm sticking with Jalen Hurts. CMC Barkley, yeah, I can stick with them. Need 2 receivers in the flex. Watson Wilson, J-Mo, Devonta Smith, Jennings, Harvey, Ramondre, and Gainwell. Wow, we're kind of stacked, aren't we?
At running back, wide receivers, I'm going to go Jameson Jennings at wide receiver. I do really like Gainwell this week, but I can't put him over a guy like RJ Harvey. I think you got to go Harvey here.
Yeah, I mean, Gainwell's been so good, and then now Metcalf out. Like, is he going to catch 10 passes? Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be really hard to not start Gainwell, but it's definitely hard to not start Harvey. And, you know, last week was a tough spot. At least it was supposed to be, you know, for the Broncos. And Harvey was still fine. You get the Chiefs. Remember, this Chiefs team is basically giving up on the season. So, yeah, I think I would stick with Harvey as well. He's just been so good. What about, Kittle with the ankle, Mania or tight end? Well, let's wait and see. I don't think you need to do anything yet. I mean, we haven't heard anything about it, have we?
It's like a mid to low ankle sprain. They're saying day to day. I mean, look, I think in worst case, I would probably add like Jake Tonges just in case.
Well, there you go. Actually, I forgot about Jake Tonjes. Remember, he had a couple of decent games earlier in the season, didn't he? All right. Let's go. Oh, wait, follow-up question from Naeem Walker.
Java?
Jags or Saints defense? I'm guessing Jags.
Yeah, Jags aren't bad this week, but I think I just continue with the Saints.
All right, Jay, Merry Christmas. He says in the finals, standard league, Burrow, CMC, Tracy, Evans, Higgins, Kittle, Carter, and then on the bench, any changes here?
Man, T-Law on the bench, but I got Burrow ahead of T-Law, CMC, Tracy, Evans.
And since it's standard, flexing Carter makes sense here.
Yeah, I'll say maybe the only change I would make. I mean, I do wonder if I'd put Emmanuel Wilson in if they do say, okay, fine, Jacobs, we're going to sit Jacobs, but that might be the only thing here. Everything else looks fine to me. Obviously, look, I think if you have George Kittle, and a lot of teams in the championship do have George Kittle, go add a tight end just in case.
Right. Just in case. You never know. Good luck, Jay. Let's take home that championship as well. Okay, back to Benny. Claim for Taysom Hill, have Parkinson. If Kamar's out, yeah, I don't think Kamar's coming back. So basically, he's asking Taysom or Colby Parkinson.
I mean, I'm fine with Taysom. Taysom, I feel like, yeah, it's fine. I think he's fine. Like, come on, he can't be worse than Parkinson was last week.
No, we cannot. I think it's pretty easy for me to say you can go Taysom here after last week. All right, Cody, season's over. What? All 3 leagues?
No way. All 3 leagues. There's no way your teams were so stacked. The heck?
Well, anyways, he needs 8 players to keep from these guys. Okay.
All right. Well, Jamar's a must. Travion Henderson's a must. JT's a must. RJ Harvey is a must. I think Neighbors is a must. I'm going to put Jacobs number 6. I'm going to put Jacoby 7. I mean, going into that Liam Cohen offense next year 2, they've already extended him. I think you got to feel pretty good. So who's left? Evans, Godwin, Terry. I don't think you'd need to keep those QBs.
Nah.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know how the QBs look in your league. If everybody's hoarding QBs and there's not a lot out there, then yeah, maybe I would keep Purdy. I don't think you need to keep Jacoby. Otherwise, it's between Evans and Terry for me.
I'm trying to. Okay, so I'm looking at the list. I got Jacobs, Henderson, Jamar, JT.
Yeah.
RJ, Neighbors. I think Evans, and then probably Terry 8.
Over Jacoby? Maybe.
Yeah, that's where it's close. Terry, Jacoby.
Yeah, I think it gets close after those top 6. Because again, like, I don't know how the QB situation is in your league. Like, are there no QBs available because everybody keeps 2 QBs? Then maybe I just keep Purdy because I don't want to lose Purdy and be stuck with Brissett. Definitely not keeping Brissett though. So I mean, we don't have to decide this right now, right? Can we wait later to the season? Like, we don't know. What if Mike Evans retires? I don't think he's going to, but what if he does?
Mike Evans? You think so?
No, I don't think he will, but I mean, he's how old now? He's gonna be 33 at the start of next year. Like, yeah.
All right. Well, that's what we got so far. See if anything changes. Again, this could change next week. Somebody gets hurt. Who knows? Hopefully not. Country connected. After a shaky week from Brissett, we did it. What? You mean he came through anyways? Is that what happened? I hope so. Brissett, Herbert, Nix, Achane, Dowdle, Hampton, Marks, Jameson, Teddy, Buku, Godwin, Rice, Kittle, McBride. You Kittle and McBride? Well, that helps. You could just start McBride.
Yeah, that definitely helps. Although McBride was pretty bad last week, but I think we flexed Kittle. I think if I remember this team, I think we flexed Kittle. Kittle got people to the championship for sure. I'm gonna go Brissett again here. Let's do it against the Bengals. I'm gonna go Achane, Hampton at running back.
Yeah, receiver is where it's tough because Rice, they're already. Oh, he's still in the protocol. He's done, right? He's just not coming back. He's checked out. He's making his vacation plans.
You gonna start Rice with Chris, whatever his name is? Nah. I'm gonna go Jameson, Ted at wide receiver. I mean, again, I think this is why we said last week. I think we said like flex Kittle Mcbride. I think we said just play Kittle McBride. I'm gonna play Kittle McBride again. Now, if Kittle's out, then I will put Dowdle in at the flex.
All right. Yeah, let's hope Kittle is okay. You can flex him again. All right, then we got Mike Baird with a cool 1277 super chat. Thank you for that. Appreciate that, Mike. One more game. Here we go. Starting Chase Brown and Gibbs. I think that went well for you last week. Harvey on the bench. Got to pick one receiver. Oh, okay. DJ Moore. Can we? This is where you really wish you could like qualify RJ Harvey as a receiver.
Yeah, this is where I think like less starting requirements, more flex spots is probably the ideal way to play fantasy. Honestly, the more I play, it's like, why do I have to start a third running back if I have like 3 awesome wide receivers? Like, why do I have to bench? You know what I mean? Or like if I have 4 awesome wide receivers but only 2 good running backs, like why do I have to, bench one of my awesome wide receivers or something, or vice versa? I mean, like if Burden and Ardunze are out again, I don't know. I probably just go DJ Moore here. If Burden plays, I might go Burden. Pierce is interesting, but this is a much, much tougher matchup than they had last week.
Yes, it definitely is. Need a Christmas miracle. Wow, I don't think you feel like you need a miracle. Happy holidays to you, Jacksonville. Or Detroit. Detroit even doesn't even have a defense anymore. Like, seriously.
Yeah, you gotta go Jacksonville.
All right. Yeah. Good luck. John Shop made it to the ship as well. Irving didn't help too much, so we need 2 now. Okay, so it could be Irving, Dowdle, Marks, Pollard, or can pick up Stevenson, Tracy, Michael Carter.
Well, I think you have to pick up Ramondre Stevenson for the chance that Trayvon Henderson is out and you get Ramondre Stevenson versus the Jets, because I would play him over everybody but Irving out of this group. But I think even picking up Tracy, Michael Carter are worth it if you have the room. Look, never more than this week is your bench completely irrelevant. The only way I will not drop a player from my bench is if I'm worried that my opponent is going to pick him up and play him against me. You know what I mean? So, like, you don't need to be holding Christian Watson if you're never going to start Christian Watson. Not that I'm out on Christian Watson, but I'm just saying, like, even guys like that, like if your opponent already has like awesome wide receivers and they're not going to play Christian Watson and you're not going to play Christian Watson, but you might play Ramondre or you might play Tracy Jr. or you might play Michael Carter, add them. Like, there's no point in having people on your bench that neither you or your opponent aren't going to play. I mean, don't just drop them to drop them, but you know what I'm saying here. So, yeah, pick these guys up because you might actually play them. Now, don't drop studs. Like, if you have like 4 awesome wide receivers, you're like, well, I'm never going to play Mike Evans. Don't give your opponent Mike Evans. Like, don't do something crazy like that.
No.
So, yeah, I mean, I would, if Henderson's out, I would probably go Irving Stevenson. If Henderson actually somehow does play, I mean, I still have Irving number 1 here, and then I would probably have Tracy second.
All right. There you go, John. You got all that. And thank you, of course. Have a Merry Christmas as well. Are you ready for Robert Perky?
Yes.
Here we go. And just so you know, he says, this is only the first half. I'm going to hit us with the second half tomorrow. So,
right.
For waivers. Here we go. No, thank you. All right. We got all full PPR. Corum, Warren, or Tracy?
I've got Tracy the highest.
Then Hampton, Corum, Swift, or Wandale?
Hampton.
Purdy or Burrow?
Oh, man. I'm going Burrow here, but, man, it's tough.
I know. After what we've seen, how do you sit Purdy? But, yeah, I got Burrow, too. JMO, RJ, or Terry? It's not
I've
Terry.
got RJ slightly ahead of Jameson.
All right. Schultz or Parkinson? Oh, come on. It's Schultz. Definitely Schultz. Pickens or Juwan?
I've got Pickens higher. I do like Juwan. I think Juwan's great. But, man, Pickens has, like, this is what I was saying even last week. I'm like, Pickens has a kind of upside that can win your matchup. I don't want that on my bench.
Yeah. Yeah, that one's close. Both good options. Brissett or Nix?
I've got Brissett higher, but I understand if you want to go Nix, but he's on the road this week. This feels like a good bounce back spot for Jacoby.
It should be. Let's trust Brissett a little bit. Godwin or Watson? Well, the thing with Watson is we could have, a third string quarterback again?
Yeah, I think as long as Malik Willis plays, I feel fine about Watson. Malik Willis looked pretty good last week, but if it's whoever the third stringer is, who is it? It's man,
You remember?
I know his name. Like I recognize his name. Clayton Tune. It's Clayton Tune.
Yes, he was with Arizona last year.
Yeah, he's horrible. I'm not starting Watson if it's Clayton Tune. If it's Malik Willis or Jordan Love, I'll go Watson. Otherwise, give me Godwin.
Gainwell or Juwan? Man,
I'm still gonna go Juwan here in PPR. That one's actually close. That one's actually close. Both great options this week. You can't start both. You can't figure out a way to get both in there.
Right. Yeah, I don't know who else you got, but all his teams are stacked, I feel like. And then Bowers or Fannin?
That one's close too, but I have Fannin ahead of Bowers. I think you got to take a chance on Fannin against the Steelers.
Yeah, we did slide, and it hasn't come out yet. We slid Fannin into the must starts, and also Stafford versus Hurts.
Yeah, you got to go Stafford. I mean, this dude's been awesome. He gets the Falcons this week in the dome there in Atlanta. Got to go Stafford.
Yep. All right, Robert. We'll see you again tomorrow. All right. Quinn's got one lined up. We'll get to it in a second. Got one from S. Troyer. Pick 2, Scary Terry, Mike Evans, Corum, Michael Carter, Emmanuel Wilson.
I think Evans has got to be 1. Man, it's so frustrating. Like I will say, if they do say, okay, Marcus Mariota is going to play, I'll say Terry number 2. This is too good of a spot. If it's Josh Johnson, I have Michael Carter slightly ahead of Corum.
Yeah, I mean, Terry really is scary this week because it could be, even if Mariota plays, he's banged up and he just looks like he's done. I'm not considering Terry. I think you still can start Evans, and I think, again, Carter against the Bengals, worth a shot. But let's see what Jacobs does. Mike Barrett has another one here. Detroit versus Minnesota or Jacksonville versus Indy. He says it's bad defense versus great matchup or great defense versus mediocre matchup. Rivers, why would Rivers?
Well, I mean, that is now I see why everybody's asking so much against Detroit because it might be Max Brosmer.
Well, actually I think it's official. I think they said that he's got like a hairline fracture.
Max Brosmer. So I see why everybody's asking.
Yeah.
They've been so bad.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Man, can we do it?
Yeah, because actually, I just looked it up, and it's true. They're saying now, after initially X-rays were negative, but now all of a sudden JJ McCarthy has a hairline fracture in his hand. Weird how that changed. Guess right, just go against Brosmer.
I don't know. I think I'm still going to go with the Jags here. Like, the Lions are still such a bad defense, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's okay. Maybe it's Max Brosmer. I guess go Lions. Go back. Everybody we answered before, backtrack. Just take the Lions against Max Brosmer. I mean, if he lights up the Lions, why not? I mean, why not? Like, yeah. I cannot believe the Lions have been this bad.
They have. It's weird, but yeah, because it's like what I said about the Bengals defense versus Quinn Ewers last week. I was like, yeah, okay, he's inexperienced quarterback, but the Bengals are so bad on defense, and yet they still did get interceptions. So you know what? That's fine. Let's go Detroit. Now it's Vinny. What is up, Vinny? In the finals, in the 16-teamer. All right, awesome. That's what we want to see. Down to the brass tacks here. TJ Hawkinson? No, he's not even a consideration.
Yeah, Juwan was awesome last week. He should be great again. Like, It's just him and Olave. They don't have anybody else to throw the ball to, really.
Yeah, it's easily. Like T. Hawkinson has been a bust all year, and now it's Max Brosmer. So you can pretty much just get rid of all Vikings. What about the flex? Bill Franklin, A.D. Mitchell.
I'll go Franklin here. Pat Bryant being out helps him. Let's hope Pat Bryant is okay, by the way. We got an update on him. I hope he's okay.
Oh, that's a good question.
But, no Pat Bryant helps Franklin here. Let's go Franklin.
Yeah, I don't know the situation. You got to imagine, Bryant, there's no way he would play. He's been released from the hospital. That was 2 days ago. It's a concussion. So it's just a concussion, which is good.
Yeah, but he's not going to play this week. There's no way. Not with that.
No, there's no way he'll, even if he somehow cleared, I don't see how he would play. So yeah, I like Franklin enough this week. Adams also is not playing. They already said that, didn't they?
You can drop Adams. You can drop Adams. I mean, even if you don't need to pick somebody up, like if your opponent has Kittle, drop Adams and pick up Jake Tonjes or something.
Yeah.
So he can't.
And hey, good time right now. Tell everybody here who doesn't already know, we talk about this, and someone asked a very smart question on Draftline earlier. Play defense on the waiver wire. Pick up somebody that could help your opponent if you have the extra space. Like Vinny, you're not going to start A.D. Mitchell. I don't know if he's on your bench or if he's this is a 16-teamer, so you probably do have him on your bench. All right, so you're not playing him this week, just drop him and then pick up whoever your opponent might want to stream at defense or at tight end or whoever, even if you don't need him. All right, and then Vinny also says, spot on about Harvey. Oh, he was one of my good calls. He's my boy. So,
yep,
my boy. Rice, Chris 3 in the championship, but weak at wide receiver. Got Evans. And then Reed Higgins, Jaden Higgins, Mac Hollins, Parker Washington, Troy Franklin, and Shaheed. We will definitely keep you in our thoughts and prayers.
I think I'm going to go, again, Troy Franklin here for all the reasons we just said.
Yeah.
He should be the wide receiver too. He should have a nice game here this week. Like, again, I know it's hard after, Parker Washington after what he did last week, but again, Jacoby and BTJ were drawing the very tough coverage. Just there's nobody on the Colts that can cover those guys. We saw that last night. So I'm going to go Franklin.
Yeah, I still like Franklin as well. Good situation for him. And then same league. I know Allen got an X-ray at halftime. It was fine. He went back and played. He didn't look great, but have you heard any thought that he might miss?
Yeah, I mean they're talking like he's fine, like he's going to play. But if he ends up being out, I would go Shuck out of this group.
Yeah, hopefully you don't have to, but if so, it's Shuck. Karen Cooney is also Super Bowl bound. The Rams helped. Bijan helped. Kittle definitely helped. Have the highest points by team all season. All right, but if there's no Kittle, who are we going with here?
I'm going to order them Schultz, Goddard, although I have those guys very, very close. Barner, and then don't even want it. I mean, I guess Gesicki would be 4, and I don't even want the other guys on my team.
Let's really hope you don't have to go deeper than that. I mean, hopefully it's you either get Schultz. He's my number 1 as well, as I said on the waiver video, and then Goddard's number 2. I really hope we don't have to go deeper than that, but good luck, Karen. We're pulling for you. Never had it so good. Wants to know, can we trust Goff over Caleb or Shuck? It's a different matchup this week.
I actually have Caleb the highest out of this group.
Well, believe it or not, I think I have Shuck the highest out of this group because he's been solid. He's consistent. He's getting better every week. So the question is, should you trust Goff? No, we don't trust Goff because it's road Goff. The Vikings have been really good defensively. And now that Brosmer's playing, I mean, you could say, well, the Lions will probably get the ball a lot, but it's going to be a very sluggish game, I think. So I don't know. I think I just still have trust issues with Caleb Williams. So it's close between those two. Actually, it's kind of close between all three. What about Daniel Quintanilla? You don't have to be sorry. That's what we're here for. Let's set the lineup. It's the finals. Needs 2-2 and a flex. Got Jennings, Ladd, McLaurin, Sutton, Kyron, Genty, RJ Harvey, Fannin. If Kittle plays, he is wait, what? If not, he is my tight end.
Yeah, saying I guess he's saying he would be the tight end if Kittle is out.
So you could flex Fannin, in other words.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Jawan and Sutton at wide receiver. Genty, Harvey at running back. You know, I do I flex Fannin over Kyron? That's
It's a possibility. We like Fannin this week. Kyron is, you know what you're getting with Kyron, right? Solid.
You know what? I would do it. I mean, Fannin, you can almost treat Fannin like a wide receiver one, not like a stud, but like he's a wide receiver one for his team. He gets targets, he catches passes. It doesn't say if it's PPR. I'm going to assume PPR. I think I would flex Fannin over Kyron. Obviously, if Kittle's out and you put Fannin into tight end, then I would flex
Kyron. All right. There you go, Daniel. Good luck. And then it's Admiral Habibi. 2 running backs, 1 receiver, and a flex. Henry, Irving, Corum, Manungai, Moore, Myers, McLaurin, Rice, Pierce. I think you can scratch Rice off that list.
We'll go Henry and Irving at running back. Myers at wide receiver. Probably should just flex Corum. I'll say if Mariota does somehow play, I'll flex Terry.
Well, what if the one is, we still don't know about? Like, what if both Rome Odunze and Luther Burden miss again? Is more squeezing the flex?
I mean, maybe. He was not very good last week until overtime, so I don't even feel like. But I mean, maybe in that case I would have to. But this guy was going to be an absolute bust last week if Romeo Doubs catches that onside kick. So, maybe, I don't know. I feel like Corum to me, would you flex DJ Moore without the wide receivers or Kyron?
No, I mean, if both receivers miss, which I don't know that they will, of course, we don't know yet, I think I would have to take a chance on Moore again.
All right, then you could probably put him over Corum too then.
Yeah, because they're almost like the same guy.
Right.
Basically. All right. Well, there you go, Admiral. Let's wait and see. Of course, we need to see practice reports for some of these guys. Don't count on Rice playing, and I'm not taking a chance with Terry. You don't have to he plays Thursday. I'm not doing it. Nick Dodge, first time, long time. Okay. Yeah, it's been a while. I guess so. Josh Allen and Kittle. So for the win, Brissett or T-Law? Well, Josh Allen's not ruled out or anything.
Right. If Josh Allen plays, I'm still going in. But if he is ruled out, shockingly, or if it sounds bad, I would go T-Law here. T-Law's been awesome.
Yeah, T-Law, nothing wrong with either of those guys. But T-Law, I think. Best tight end streamer.
Well, I mean, if Schultz is still out there, if Jawan is still out there, I mean, if somehow nobody's picked up Harold Fannin yet. Look, Brent Strange might have got dropped. He gets the Jets this week. Or no, he gets the Colts this week, who have been terrible against tight ends. Hunter Henry might be out there. He gets the Jets. It's the Jets.
This is true. All right. Well, yeah, it depends who you got available. Pick 2 running backs: Rico, Manungai, Bucky, Mondre, Carter, Pollard.
I'm going to go Bucky and Ramondre, assuming Henderson sits. If Henderson plays, I'll go Bucky, Pollard.
There you go. And then defense, New England, who gets the Jets, or New Orleans against the Titans.
Hey, give me any defense playing Brady Cook and the Jets. And New England's a good enough defense, too. Give me New England.
Yeah, definitely go New England here. All right, Nick, good luck. And here, as promised, is Quinn. It's been a minute. What's up, Quinner? 3 finals. He says he's a big underdog in all. All right. Half. Start 2. Godwin, Monungai, Rice, Taysom Hill, or Loveland. This feels like a Taysom call. I mean, you don't want to start Loveland at the flex, even if those guys already didn't do much. Rice is probably not playing. What's Godwin's upside?
Yeah, all right, let's do it. Monungai and Taysom Hill. Let's go. You're an underdog. You need upside. Let's go. Monungai and Taysom Hill.
Perfect situation for Taysom Hill. This is what he was made for. All right, how about this one? This is start 2. Michael Carter, QJ, Pearsall, Taysom Hill again, Parker Washington, and Jawar Jordan?
Yeah, I'm assuming Jawar Jordan. I'm going to go Michael Carter, and I think here I'll go Parker Washington. I don't know if I need to risk it with Taysom here.
Yeah, you don't have to risk with Taysom twice. And then here we go. In standard, it's Taysom Hill or Warren.
Nah, I'm not Tyler Warren. Like, come on, especially in standard. What are we getting here? I'll take a chance on Taysom.
Yeah. Better chance for a touchdown. All right, Quinn, good luck. Let's do it. Doug Fenton also made it to the championship. So in one of those 2-week combined scored ESPN leagues. Yeah, I guess that's just what ESPN does by default.
I guess. I don't know. But hey, congrats making it 1. Look, it's hard to make 1, let alone 2.
Right. He says definitely gonna need help playing May, Chen, Chase Brown. Need help with 2 receivers and a flex. Here are the choices. I'm going to try to pick up Parker as well.
I think I just go Pickens, Watson. I just saw a report that they're saying like Malik Willis said, hey, if I need to play on Saturday, I'm good to go. I'm ready. I'll be fine. Jordan Love still could clear the concussion protocol. I'll just go Pickens, Watson. Man. Out of this group, I don't know. Do I just flex Marvin Harrison against the Bengals? Probably. I mean, unless you want to risk it with Kenneth Walker and see if you can do it again. But, man, that just feels very risky to me.
It is the Bengals. Yeah, I guess Harrison. Hope he does hold on to the ball this time. All right. But I will say, like, Pickens, Watson, I guess if you get Parker Washington, go Parker Washington, right? Over Harrison? I could do that. I can do that.
Like, Parker Washington feels like a trap this week, but if you want to do it, I mean, like, it's Marvin Harrison, I guess.
Yeah. All right. Kyle, 6-8, but made it to the finals. Wow. Scored over 200 last week. Awesome.
Nice. Getting hot at the right time. It's like that team that barely ekes into the playoffs as a wild card and then catches fire.
Yep. Like, doesn't matter what happened before. Let's see, here and now. There's only now. And you got this. All right. There you go. And then also in the finals is Robbie Perso. So Hall or Carter?
Nah, I'm not starting Breece Hall. I'm not.
If the choice is ever between a current Jet and a former Jet, it's almost always the former Jet.
Yes.
Rule of thumb there. All right. Are you ready for Throbbing Wood?
Yes.
Big underdog championship round. We need 3: Flowers, Jennings, London, Dowdle, Moore, or Watson. The tight end dropping Parkinson like a bad habit. Very good. Oh, but for Barner or Strange,
I think you can go Strange. Again, Strange gets that Colts defense this week, and he was involved last week. So,
yeah,
I think you can go Strange here. Although I don't mind Parkinson this week. I will say it's another good matchup for him, but I'm fine going Strange too. I have Strange ahead of Parkinson. Jennings has to be number 1 here. I think I still have Drake London number 2. I mean, you got to think he'll be a little healthier. I think against the Rams, they might have to throw the ball a ton. They might be, playing from behind this whole game. And then I'll go Flowers number 3.
All right. There you go. Good luck, Mr. Wood. And then Molly Wop, you already know. the reminder, hit that like and subscribe. Thank you very much. Again, everybody, if you just go out and check, maybe you don't even know if you've hit it yet. Check that subscribe button. Make sure you got it on. Thank you. All right, Henry Odom. 2 receivers in the flex. We got to sit either Nico, Jamo, Lamb, or Evans.
Jamo sits. On the road against the Vikings, he sits.
Yeah, I think this week it's much easier decision. Karen Cooney also needs a flex here. Wandale, Flowers, Pierce, Corum.
I've got Corum slightly ahead of Flowers. I mean, if Lamar plays, I'll probably move Flowers back ahead of Corum, but I'm assuming it's going to be Tyler Huntley, so I'm going to go Corum.
I was going to go Flowers. I think, again, not a big, I mean, easy to say, MVP to back up, but still, Huntley's serviceable. Flowers has been so good lately. I think I'll just go Flowers. Hopefully Lamar does play. Pick 2 quarterbacks. Stafford, pretty sure he's 1. Caleb or Mayfield.
I'm pretty sure I have Caleb ahead of Baker. Yes, Caleb ahead of Baker.
Yeah, I agree. Mayfield, don't know what's going on here. I just waiting for, first of all, them to be eliminated, because they probably are now, the way they're losing every week. And then as soon as the season's over, we're going to find out, Baker Mayfield's been playing with like a broken elbow all year or something. Like
he needs shoulder surgery on his throwing arm.
Probably. Then we have Samurai. Hi-Fi Samurai. Very cool. Half PPR. Need a tight end, Warren Hill, Parkinson, or Tonjes.
I think if Kittle's out, I would go Tonjes. Otherwise, Taysom Hill.
All right. Yeah, let's wait and see what's going on with Kittle here. And then the Cosmic Mermaid and Starman. Happy holidays to all. Yeah, thank you. I think it's a free and easy Christmas present that takes exactly 1 second. Click the subscribe button. That's it. That's all we ask for. All we want for Christmas is 100K subs. Thank you. All right, that's it. Just thank you and Merry Christmas. Appreciate it.
Merry Christmas to you.
Here's I think a pretty easy one from Mao Pai Pai. CeeDee Lamb or DJ Moore?
I know DJ Moore outscored CeeDee Lamb last week, but I'm not benching CeeDee Lamb for DJ Moore.
Right. And then it's JJ Niner, 2 QB league, made the championship. Nice. All right, let's get it, though. Let's win it all this week. Herbert, Brissett, Bryce, Quinn Ewers, or Kirk Cousins. Worried about Herbert. I understand that. But does anybody jump over him? Who are your 2?
Brissett is definitely 1. I've got Herbert number 2, even in a tough matchup here.
Yeah. Definitely not starting Quinn Ewers. Cousins.
I mean, maybe I like if you're really worried about Herbert, Cousins would be next for me, but I'm probably going Brissett and Herbert.
Yeah, Bryce, I know he's been okay, like real life okay. It's just no ceiling in fantasy, and they get the Seattle defense. I don't think you can start Bryce over Herbert. Cousins will be the only one. And again, you really want Kirk Cousins for Week 17 championship. He's been better. We'll admit they might need to pass it a lot. It's really, this is more like pulling the trigger kind of thing, Can I actually start Kirk Cousins over Justin Herbert? I don't think I could. Okay, back to the Samurai. Pick 2. Swift, Jettis, Rico, Corum, and Nungai Sampson.
I've got it. Pretty sure I got Swift 1, Corum 2.
Yeah, I think that's good. Jettis. Now at least you can feel good about not starting him with Max Brosmer at quarterback. Kaizen. Okay. Kittle or Fannin. Now, obviously, if Kittle doesn't play, it's not a question. If Kittle plays, I mean, there's a lot. The big if here is like, well, if he's 100%, if he's limited, whatever. If he's just clear, is it just Kittle? Like, does it have to be Kittle?
Yeah, it'd be very hard for me not to play George Kittle, but there is worry. There is worry if like he's not practicing all week. Maybe I do just go Fannin and play it a little safer here because Fannin should be great. But man, how do you bench George Kittle?
Yeah. Again, let's wait and see exactly what the situation is. If he's good to go, you got to play him. Jerry Soto, got love. Should drop Dart and get Tyler.
I mean, yeah, I would play Tyler Shuck over Jackson Dart this week. Again, there's no reason to hold somebody that you or your opponent is not going to start, or at least they like if your opponent wants to start Jackson Dart, great.
Let him. Encourage him, in fact. I would go. I think I might go Tyler over Love, even if Love is clear. So let's do it. Let's go Tyler Shuck for the win. Robert just wants to let everybody know he's still got 18 teams playing for titles this week. And not surprisingly, his wife will be happy when it's over. I told her, don't be a fantasy Grinch. Good answer.
That's right. I'll give you my best advice to make your wife not care about all your fantasy leagues. When you win 10, 12, however many leagues you're going to end up winning this year, Robert, and you collect all your winnings, take your wife. What does she like? Shoes? What is like for me? It was the first year I was dating my now wife. She wasn't my wife at the time, of course, and she was experiencing fantasy football for the first time, and how obsessed and everything I was about it. And that year I did great. I won like a bunch of leagues. Won like my big money league. Finished second in the Rotoballer league. That was $100 buy-in. Won money like on FanDuel or whatever. And after the fantasy season was over, I took her to the shoe store to pick out a pair of shoes. And every year after that, you know what she says, what she has said since? Well, now she doesn't because we have the YouTube channel. But before we had the YouTube channel, she said, I don't care how much you play fantasy, just win. So if you want to get her on your side after you win this year, say, look, I just won X amount of dollars. I'm going to go buy you a new pair of shoes. And then next year, she won't be a fantasy Grinch. She'll be like, are you going to win a bunch of money in fantasy again this year? That's what she'll be worried about. She'll be rooting for you.
Yes. Winning. That's all you got to do. Just make sure you win. This is why you play multiple leagues too, right? Increase your odds. Only also, just real quick on this note, only report your winnings. Don't bother with the details of how much it costs to buy into those leagues in the first place. Just report the final outcome.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
All right. Good luck. Times 18, Robert. And we'll see you again tomorrow. Kaizen with another 2 receivers in the flex. C.D. Evans, London, Ted, R.J. Hampton.
Wow. I think you got to go C.D. Evans at wide receiver, and I'm going to flex R.J.
All right. And then there's more Throbbing Wood. Burrow or Dak?
I think you got to go Burrow this week at home against the Cardinals.
Yeah. Dak has been kind of more like a floor play lately. Going against CMC, Purdy, McBride, Achane. Any other low rostered players y'all are high on? Need some Hail Marys. Well,
Gainwell might still be out there. Stevenson might have been dropped.
Yeah.
Pollard might still be out there. Michael Carter might still be out there. Anybody else really? Troy Franklin might have been dropped. Chris Rodriguez might have been dropped.
Yeah. So check. I mean, hard to say who's available in your league, but yeah, look for some of those guys. You still want guys who are in prominent roles and preferably in good offenses, but let's face it, if they're players with prominent roles and good offenses, they're not available on waivers. So
right.
Let's now go to, just props to the millennial. Knocked the first place team out to get to the ship. Very nice. That feels even better, right? Doesn't it feel better instead of being the number one? It always feels better when you knock out the number one as the underdog.
Yes, definitely.
All right, here's Molly Wop, broskies. Off the ship we go. Olave, Saints, Henry, and Kittle gave me over 100 points. Nice. Who would have thought?
Nice.
So much love from New Orleans. Let's see. Final lineup question. Okay, later this week. All right, well, good. Just celebration. And then Esteban also playing for it all. Yes, agree. Like and subscribe. Got a lot of winners here. Potential winners, hopefully, this week. 3 quarterbacks out of these.
Yeah, Burrow, Purdy, T-Law. You just from those 3 guys, you won your matchup. It didn't even matter. Like, but then you also had CMC, Chase Brown, like the 3,
and Chase Brown, who was like better
the 3
than
highest. It doesn't even matter which 2 you started. They all smashed. They all smashed. These are like the 3 highest scoring running backs last week. I think all of them. Man, how do you only pick 2 of these guys? I've got it. CMC. I got it. CMC Chase Brown.
CMC, there's no question. Like, you have to start CMC. I don't know, man. Genty gets the Giants. I think you have to. It doesn't matter. Either one. It's definitely those first 3 quarterbacks. That's for sure.
First 3 quarterbacks. The only reason I'm Chase Brown over Genty is because, like, he gets the Cardinals. He's not Bengals offense. Like, there's still, I know, like, how many times, like, we know we've been playing fantasy a long time. Genty coming off a shockingly great game against a defense he should have been horrible against. And now he gets a smash spot too. It's gotta, and what happens? He bombs. Because that's fantasy. That's fantasy. I'm going CMC Chase Brown, but they should both be graced. Let's not even worry about Michael Wilson here. I'm just going to go Chase Evans T. I'm not even going to worry about Michael Wilson with Harrison. Like, come on. Just go Chase Evans T.
With these options, you don't have to worry about Wilson. Shouldn't worry about Wilson. All right. Good luck. Not that you need it.
Right.
Young Swiss Music. And full PPR. Looks like we're also playing for championship. Got Burrow, JT, Dowdle, Chase, Olave, Strange, Pollard, Panero, and the Steelers. On the bench, we got Stafford. Ooh, and we had this question earlier too. Let's just get in front of this from Luis Correa. Burrow or Stafford?
I think you got it. I have Stafford slightly ahead of Burrow. I mean, how do you bench Stafford right now?
Yeah,
that's gonna be tough.
Well, again, hopefully it doesn't matter in the sense that they're both studs this week, and they probably will be. We got Stafford a little higher.
Let's hope. I'm not playing anybody on your bench like A.D. Mitchell, Jaden Reed, Parkinson, P. Ryan.
No. So you really could just leave it alone, but got Stafford barely over Burrow, but definitely not Dak. All right. Another one from Kaizen. May or Brissett?
I think you got to go Drake May against the Jets this week. Okay, here's the thing. You say they may just run on the Jets, and they may. But that's what we said. That's what we've been like, they might not have to throw it against the Jets. And then T-Law threw it he threw like 4 touchdowns like that game. Like, you just start. Like, I've been saying for weeks, like, no, I don't care. Start players against the Jets. They're so bad on defense. Like, Drake May could go for 300 yards and 3 touchdowns, or Ramondre could still run for 2 touchdowns. It's the Jets.
It is the Jets. I think you just take Drake May, what he gives you, and then Edward in half. Okay, well, Purdy or Stafford? Not
Stafford, but again, it's hard to sit Purdy, but I got Stafford higher.
Yeah, both good options, but we got Stafford higher. And then it's algorithm. Streaming QB. That's okay. Let's see. Shuck, not the worst. Caleb Williams, also not the worst. Gino, arguably the worst. JJ's not playing. Darnold, Rodgers, Cousins, Mariota, maybe not playing.
It's either Shuck or Caleb. I think Shuck might be a little safer, but I have Caleb higher this week. I like Caleb.
Yeah, well, I mean, Caleb does have a little more upside because he runs a little bit more. I will just say this to me kind of depends on the receiver situation. If we got both Odunze and Burden out again, I'm going Shuck. But let's see. And it's Trelvis. What's up, Trelvis? Welcome back. Dackerborough.
Burrow.
Definitely Burrow here for the championship. All right, who are we flexing? Michael Wilson, Sutton,
Oh,
Jay Williams, Jennings, Dowdle Quorum.
wow. I'll say if that's Javonte, I'm going Javonte. If it's Jameson, I think I might just go Jennings here. Oh man, these are a lot of good choices here.
Yeah, actually, I was looking at this more as between Jennings and Sutton, and I'm leaning Jennings. So, and I mean he's kind of lumped in there with the receivers. So I'm assuming that's Jameson Williams, but we say Jennings. We say Jennings.
Yeah, Jennings fine.
All right, good luck, Travis. John Mezes, 45, needs 2. Godwin, Ladd, Hunter Henry, Downs, Monty, who is unofficially requesting a trade on Instagram, and then a QB.
I'm going to go Caleb at QB. Oh, man. Maybe just take the floors of Godwin and Downs here.
Yeah.
Can't feel good about Ladd against the Texans. Hunter Henry, I mean, okay, maybe if I would go Godwin, Henry, or maybe Henry Downs.
Yeah, I don't think we can rely on the squeaky wheel narrative and play Monty. So let's ignore Monty. Hunter Henry is still a tight end, so I think we can ignore Henry. Downs has been getting more targets with Rivers. Let's go Downs and who'd you say between Godwin and Ladd? Like Godwin better?
Godwin. Ladd against the Texans.
Yeah. All right, Godwin and Downs. There it is. Michael Cazares, welcome back. Your question is between May or T-Law with a championship on the line.
Man.
Both good options.
I have T-Law over May. I mean, T-Law has just been so insanely good. Gets that Colts defense to just give up 5 touchdowns. Like they could not stop Brock Purdy. I'm gonna go T-Law.
Yeah, T-Law it is. And then this is legitimately a question now. Who's happy about Taysom Hill week? Juice 420.
By the way, Juice, you and I in 2 draft lane leagues.
I need to check mine, actually, now that I think about it. All right. So which one is it?
Taking you down. I might even add Taysom and just play him against you just because.
You're assuming he didn't already have him.
That's true. You probably already have Taysom.
Okay, so but really, which one? I mean, the guy who is the actual tight end or the one who throws and catches and runs?
I mean, Juwan Johnson was better last week. Well, maybe not because Taysom threw a touchdown, so maybe he wasn't. But I'm going to go Juwan Johnson.
All right. And then Seth Swirsky. What's up, Seth? In the finals. Awesome. Good to hear it. So let's see. We got Hurts, Henry, Javonte, Christ Walker. I don't know. Christian Watson, maybe? Christian Watson?
Or Kenneth Walker.
/ Kenneth Walker. I don't know. T. Higgins, Theo Johnson, and then it says 3 flexes are Brees, Devo, and Washington. Any of these bench guys like Buka, Pierce, Parkinson, Coker, 80, Tonjes, Burden, Tesla.
I mean, I would put Pierce in over Devo. Like Devo with Josh Johnson. No, thank you. If Burden plays, I'll put him in over Brees. I really don't want to start Brees. I think that's probably it, though.
Yeah, nobody else really here. Unless if Kittle is out, Tonjes, but right. There you go, Seth. Good luck. Let's get it. Let's take it home. Bertrand, Dak or Burrow? I've been saying Burrow.
Yeah, Burrow. Dak does have a great matchup, but so does Burrow. He's at home against the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Seems like a
Yeah,
pretty good matchup to me.
He's definitely got a good matchup. Okay, then let's do. Oh boy, yes, Jamie. This is. You know what? Well done. This is exactly what happened. We Brissetted and regretted. That's what we did after last week. But he made the Super Bowl anyways. Thank you. All right, glad to hear.
I still blame Harrison. If Harrison had caught that touchdown, Brissett would have been just fine.
It's true. He did kind of mess everything up. Alyssa Dolphin Cloud made it to the championship 6 years in a row, but only win half the time. Well, those are the odds. that's statistically accurate. What RB to use this week? Tracy, Harvey, or Gainwell? Ooh,
it's got it. I got Harvey the highest here. It's hard not to play Gainwell, but how do you not play RJ Harvey?
It's not Tracy here. Man, it's gonna be really hard to not start Gainwell, especially with Metcalf out. But Harvey's been good. Yeah, let's go Harvey. What's that in Schultz, Taysom, Stranger, Warren?
Here I'll just go Schultz. I feel good about Schultz this week. Feels very safe with decent upside.
Yeah, I like Schultz a lot. There's got to be there's no. First of all, how do we get here? Straight jam, no jelly. Pacheco or Demarcado?
And it's for the championship?
Like, is this like a 30-team league or what?
I mean, at least Isaiah Pacheco kind of touched the ball last week, right?
Yeah, Demarcado doesn't even barely see the field. Like, he's just out there to block.
Pacheco had 6 catches last week.
Yeah, you go Pacheco.
Yeah, you got to go Pacheco here.
And I don't know who else. It's got to be somebody on the waiver wire. Like, somebody, but maybe not. All right, well, now I feel like we need to help him again. Alec Pierce or Parker Washington?
Ooh. I have Alec Pierce higher. I might be too low on Parker Washington this week, but coming off that monster game where Jacoby and BTJ did nothing, or mostly nothing, I feel like it's going to be a big BTJ Jacoby week.
Well, yeah, this is one of those situations, that's going to be reversed because they targeted Washington because he wasn't on the outside or he was a slot guy, and that's going to be flipped this week. So, I mean, Pierce had a big game too. Let's go Pierce. And now Alyssa also, what second QB? Shuck, Gino, Josh Johnson, Kirk Cousins, or Stroud? He's covering all the bases.
I mean, out of all the QBs that may start a game, well, maybe Max Brosner would be. I don't know, Josh Johnson or Max Brosmer. Who would you have last?
I think I would take the experience of Josh Johnson over Max Brosmer.
All right, so he's QB 31 this week. Let's go Shuck.
Let's go Shuck. All right, Jinrail. Do I play Lamar? Well, let's see. Rivers, Rodgers, Cousins, Ewers, Ward, Sanders.
I mean, if he plays, I'm playing him over all these guys. I think if he doesn't play, Cousins would be my next choice.
Yeah. And honestly, if he's out, because it's possible. I guess that was a back contusion. It was just a contusion, but they said it was like a significant one or something. I don't know. I mean, can you go even Tyler Huntley over these guys? He runs at least.
I don't feel like he runs much these days, but I mean, maybe. It would be close between him and Cousins, I guess.
All right. Well, we'll see about Lamar. Abraham Beinstock, Burrow or May?
I mean, both should be great this week, but I'm going to take Burrow at home against the Cardinals.
Yeah, definitely got that upside as we've seen. Pick 2 running backs and 2 flexes. Etienne, Henry, Javonte, Jacobs, Kyron, Evans, McLaurin. Already has 2 really good receivers.
Man, jeez. I think I think Etienne is borderline a must this week. I think you got to start the King. Two flexes. I'm going to flex Javonte. So I'm guessing Evans or McLaurin is not flex considerations. I mean, I will go. Javonte would definitely be a flex. Jacobs would be my next choice if he plays. Otherwise, Kyron, and then definitely Evans over Terry.
All right. And then Abel, 10-man, full PPR. 1 running back, 1 flex, Dowdle, Manungai, Marks, who I did just see was at practice. Looks like he might play this week for what it's worth.
Yeah, how good can you feel on the road against the Chargers with Jordan in the mix, Chubb in the mix, Dario O in the mix? I'm gonna go Dowdle and Manungai.
Kelsey, Loveland, or what? It's Fannin.
Okay. Yeah, you can drop Loveland. You can drop Kelsey if you want for Fannin. Get Fannin. Whatever. How do you see? This is when I get frustrated. Don't take it personal, Abel, but you are on the stream every single week. How is Harold Fannin not on your team already? We have been talking about Harold Fannin for a month or more. Like, how is he not on your team? Go get Harold Fannin, please. Please, please. All the fab. All the fab on Harold Fannin if it's a fab league. All of it.
All right. Also, defense question. This is the championship. Denver or New England? It's got to be the Pats.
New England against Brady Cook. I'm just going to go with that and take my fantasy points.
Yeah. All right. Good luck, Abel. West Side hoodie. Gainwell, Warren, or Tracy in half?
Even in half, give me Gainwell. Give me Gainwell. I mean, you still get points for receptions and yeah, Gainwell.
Yeah, Gainwell it is. And then Marty, 47, what's up? The team of misfits made it to the championship. Question is below. Projected to lose. Don't worry about that. Opponent has CMC. Well, okay. Diggs, Tet, Pats, RBs. Yeah, they could always let down. Okay, here's the question. Don't know if there's another one. This is a defense question. With defense, Denver, Buffalo, Detroit, New Orleans, or the Rams?
Who does Denver get this week?
Chiefs.
Oh man. You know what I said about what did I answer the Pats against the Jets? I might just take Denver here. Give me Denver against the Chiefs. Take it back for the previous question. Denver against the third string QB. Yeah, give me Denver. Denver. They got to be like the number 1 defense this week, right?
Now they are. Yeah, they definitely are. 2-2 and the flex. Kyron, Tracy, Carter, C-Rod, Corum, Olave, Evans, Sutton, JJ, Wilson. And then the Kittle situation, I guess you could either just go Tonjes or Taysom.
Yeah, I think if Kittle's out, I would go Tonjes. Taysom's okay. Kyron, Tracy, Carter. I've got it Tracy, Kyron, Olave, Evans, and I'm going to flex Sutton. Oh, team, you got some good players. These aren't misfits.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, this is a pretty good team. And, you know, like, you got some waiver wire pieces. Obviously, your running back room, like, you picked up basically all of those guys except for Kyron, but that's how it is, you know? That's just how it is. That's why you're in the championship. All right, and then we have Mary Jo. Welcome back. She's excited. Her Hawks are the number 1 seed as of right now. Brissett or Lawrence?
Gotta go T-Law.
Yeah, gotta go T-Law the way he's been playing. Right, what about Russell Pace? Merry Christmas. Okay, this one's tougher. Purdy or Hurts?
Nah, I'm going Purdy. this isn't that tough for me, honestly. Hurts in Buffalo. I think he's still fine, but just give me Purdy.
Yeah, nothing wrong with Purdy. Let's go. Yeah, that's it. Purdy, PPR. And then here is Antonio Arica. Benched Pickens for Nico. Well, Nico is, I mean, you have to start Nico. Judkins, okay. Well, that was a bad break, literally. Was down huge going into, but JT CMC and the kicker got enough to squeak into the finals. He's still undefeated. What are we, 16-0?
Go.
Wow.
Let's go. I got my dynasty team is also still undefeated. Just almost had the highest score ever in the league last week. Almost hit 300 fantasy points. I'm so ready to just my team to wet the bed this week and lose. It's like Stafford and Brissett's gonna get blown out by T-Law and Cousins. Like CMC, Bijan, and Barkley are gonna get blown out by JT and Genty. Troy Franklin is going to go off. I'm just so nervous. I just know I'm going to lose this week. I just know it.
Well, get to manifest positive thinking, the power of positive thinking.
I mean, there's nothing I can do. I have the most stacked team you could ever possibly have of all stacked teams. It's like literally my worst player is Jawan Johnson in tight end premium. He's like my worst starting player.
Yeah. Oh, I know. You got that team. Well, look, Antonio, good luck. Well, let's finish the job here by picking 2 receivers and a tight end. Got Sun God Evans, Nico Pickens. So, yeah, you're going to have to sit a really good player no matter what. And then Bowers or Pitts.
I think you got to go Pitts over Bowers. I've got Evans the lowest here. Man.
Yeah. You have to start the Sun God. No questions asked. Wait a minute. 2 receivers in the tight ends? Only two. Oh, so we have Sun God, and then now we have to choose between Nico or Pickens again.
I still have Nico over Pickens. I do. I know.
Yeah, it's a hard. I know just because he didn't have a huge game last week, he's still Nico. I think he's just got to go Nico here. All right. Well, good luck. Let's keep it going. Cali Kid.
Do it. Get that undefeated season. Do it.
Brissett, Dart, Caleb, T-Law, Darnold. Is it just T-Law and forget it?
Yeah. What can we say?
T-Law can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's not start that because then it will go wrong.
Exactly.
David Schultz or Schulta. Drake May or Trevor Lawrence?
Wow. I'm still going to go T-Law. He's been so incredibly good.
Top 2 seeds going to need points. Okay, well, I mean, it doesn't change. Like you want points.
You always need points.
Yeah,
doesn't matter who you're playing. You always need points.
Yeah, we're gonna give that to T-Law this week. I am so glad, Derek Gonzalez. What's up? So glad you asked. We do have a channel for fantasy baseball, and it's about to be resurrected. It's going to pull the Undertaker. It's going to climb out of the coffin. Now that football season is almost over, at least fantasy season is almost over, the baseball channel will start to come back in January. You'll never guess what it's called. Easy to find. It's called Fantasy Endgame MLB. So just search it. Actually, it's probably in the description, right? If you go to the home of this channel, just look for the links. It's linked on there. But just Fantasy Endgame. So yeah, that's going to start up again, basically like a week and a half. All right. And by the way, guys, even if you don't play fantasy baseball, or even if you absolutely hate baseball, you could still subscribe to the channel just to do us a solid. It wouldn't hurt. It costs you nothing. So just check it out. If you have people who play baseball, let them know. DB Peslo. With Hendo, I don't know, would you say likely out, possibly out, maybe out? Jones or Hampton?
Hampton.
And then flex Bowers, Watson, or Godwin?
Oh. I mean, it's not Godwin. It's either Bowers or Watson.
Malik Willis isn't that bad, right?
What's that?
See, Malik Willis isn't too bad.
No, he's not too bad here. All right, I guess Watson for the upside.
All right. Yes, let's get this championship. Good luck. How about another tight end option here for Jerry Soto? Loveland and Theo could get Taysom Hill. You just go Taysom, go full Taysom.
Yeah, over these guys, go Taysom.
All right, Noah Valdez, Dak or Purdy, or T-Law if you can pick him up.
If you can pick up T-Law, pick up T-Law. Otherwise, Purdy.
Yeah, nothing wrong with Purdy here, though. Monangai, Devonta, or Waller in the flex.
I'm going to go Devonta Smith.
Easily Devonta Smith. And easily not Waller at the flex. Angel Acosta, Lamar, or Stream Shuck.
Nah, if Lamar plays, I'm playing Lamar. But Shuck is fine. Like, if Lamar's out, Shuck should be fine.
Yeah. If you can't play Lamar, it's okay to play Shuck. Pollard or Swift? No, that's actually kind of interesting. Pollard's been on a roll.
Yeah, I've got Pollard slightly ahead of Swift.
And it's not a bad matchup at all either. There we go, Pollard. Cali Kid, 2-2 in a flex. Chase Brown, Etienne, Aaron Jones, Michael Carter, Samson, and then Chase, London, Myers, Pickens, Michael Wilson.
I think you got to go Chase Brown, Etienne at running back. I'm going to go Chase Pickens at wide receiver. Do I go London or Jacoby? I have Jacoby ahead of London this week. I'm going to go Jacoby at the flex. So Chase Brown, Etienne, Chase Pickens, Jacoby at the flex.
All right. And you're right. And I never doubted you. Thomas Brannigan. See, I told you don't start Jets ever. You're correct. All right. But he actually needs help. Let's help him. No problem helping a fellow Jets hater. Made the championship game, had Adams and Henderson. Okay, so I got Aaron Jones, which, by the way, did I see Aaron Jones is also on the injury report now?
Yeah, but it sounds like he's going to play through it. So,
all right, but he's going to have to take handoffs from Max Brosmer.
I think he can at least hand the ball off.
Maybe. Shakir, okay, so, well, I mean, Shakir, I mean, I don't know what else we can do here.
Well, yeah, I mean, if Henderson plays, play Henderson. If not, I guess you're going Shakir. I would go Burrow over May.
Yeah, and look, Thomas, check out the waiver wire. See if Ramondre is still out there. Get a contingency plan. Hopefully he is. All right. Let's put this up. Why not? Which, by the way, phrasing, Uncle Reekers. Let's say you defeated the wife in the fantasy football finals. Let's put it that way.
What? I don't even know how to respond to that second part.
Let's see. Frances is not watching, right? I'm sure she's not watching. But,
oh man.
All right, there you go. You have it. Just proof.
Tell her thank you, but that's it. Just thank you.
Abraham Beinstock, he says Evans and McLaurin are part of the flex. I know we did your super chat earlier. Do not remember exactly what it was.
Okay, I remember though, but I'm not flexing. Like, I'm not flexing Terry unless somehow Mariota magically plays. I remember it. Yeah, I'm not flexing Terry.
Yeah, no, I really don't want to play Terry because Mariota's banged up, and even if he plays, he's just not been good. All right, back to Cali Kid. May or Hurts?
May.
2 running backs, 1 flex. Henry Etienne, Monangai Swift, Warren, London Diggs, Moore.
I'm going to go Henry Etienne at running back, 1 flex. I have London barely ahead of Diggs. Totally understandable if you want to go Diggs against the Jets. But this does feel like, I remember I said this a couple times on the streams last week. Like they're at, beat writers all asking Vrabel, why isn't Diggs playing more? Why isn't he playing more? Like I feel like they're gonna play him a ton this week. And sure enough, out there like every snap. But now it feels like a week where they're like, it's the Jets. You don't need to play much this week. So I don't know. I have London slightly ahead of Diggs, but no fault if you want to play Diggs here against the Jets.
Yeah, you already know how I feel about Josh McDaniels. So this is up to you, Cali Kid. Let's go back to Russell Pace, the pace setter. A little follow-up. He is starting Olave and Sutton over Waddle, McConkey, Wilson. Yeah, that's the right move.
Yes, that's the
RBs are Taylor, Achane, Flex Etienne. Yeah, I think you got it right.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a good squad. Stephen Brown. Which one? Wandale, Jacoby?
Jacoby.
Greek Jacoby it is. Should be much better this week. Rand Boy 12 needs a flex. Currently have Singletary and I believe Theo Johnson. Okay, yeah, definitely try to pick up Washington, Pierce, Hollins. Try to pick up. Yeah, you can drop Singletary and Johnson, I'm pretty sure. Pierce. So which one would you prefer, I guess, between those options? I think you said Pierce barely over Parker earlier, right?
Yeah, barely.
Try to pick them both up because you can definitely drop those two guys and you can flex Pierce. All right, we're pretty much caught up right now. How about some quick ones here? A little lightning round. Ray, Bo Nix or Hurts?
I have Hurts over Bo Nix this week.
Rosh 42, Burrow or Brissett?
Burrow.
That's probably Ross H. I don't know. David, chill. Herbert or Dart?
I think still Herbert. Let me check, but I think still Herbert.
Yeah, I can go Herbert here. Dart, they're not even letting him throw the ball. I mean, I don't know. What's the
Herbert.
Here? Skilly, 1979. Carter or Tracy?
I've got Tracy over Carter.
Then, okay. Another one from, I think, Ross H. If Kittle is out, would you go Strange or Pitts?
Pitts.
Then return of OG Sumo Vibe. What's up? It's been a while. Winner take all. Going against an undefeated team. Are you playing Antonio? Going for back-to-back league chip. Start May or Purdy. Who takes it?
I have Purdy slightly ahead of May. Oh my gosh. Guess there's some tough QB decisions this week.
Yeah, but it's funny because this week now all of a sudden it feels like we have a lot of good QBs. It's not like, we don't want to start into it. Now all of a sudden all these quarterbacks are going off. So, okay, let's see what else here. Okay, Abraham wants to know Fannin or Pitts if Kittle doesn't play. Slide it to Fannin.
I'm going Fannin over Pitts. This is another very tough one here.
Yeah. Mike Callahan is also in the championship. Very nice. A running back in the flex. Javonte, Henderson, Rico, Michael Wilson, Watson, Igbuka.
Say Javonte at running back. I'll say Henderson at flex if he plays. Otherwise, Watson.
All right. Okay, well, OG. Well, we just did your question, but I see a super chat now. Abraham, we've done a few of your questions. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's something else, but I know we did your questions here. Let's do a couple more. How about David Borg. Second flex, full PPR, Watson, Franklin, Taysom, or Monungai.
I'm just going to go Franklin here with Pat Bryant out in full PPR.
And then Cali Kid now wants to know, is St. Brown playing this week?
Yeah, come on. St. Brown doesn't miss games. He's like was limited today with some knee thing. Come on, St. Brown.
Yeah, don't see. I mean, they still need him, right? Don't they still technically have a chance, or are they out of the playoffs? I think they still technically have a chance. They have to win and hope everyone else loses or something. Streaming quarterback. These are not streaming quarterbacks. Burrow, Stafford, T-Law.
Stafford, I guess. How do you, let's just hope they're all really good this week.
One receiver, one flex. This is more reasonable. Loud, Waddle, Wilson, Burden, Dowd, Etienne.
I mean, Etienne has to be the flex here. I'll probably go Burden at wide receiver if he plays. Otherwise, Waddle.
And then, yeah, Fannin at tight end. This is Fannin at tight end.
Yes, Fannin.
Yes, thank you, Thomas. I think we got it. No Jets. Don't start Jets. I
don't know.
Lots of good with me. Huh?
The good news is nobody in the fantasy championship has a Jet on their roster. So
yeah, exactly. All right, what's up, Andrea? Pierce or Godwin?
I think I just go. I mean, Godwin feels safer, but if you want some upside, Pierce.
Yeah, just shoot for a little upside. No guarantee he scores or does anything like last week, but just take a chance on Pierce. Godwin is just a floor. And here's Brian, 0331. Another tough QB question. It's Burrow versus May.
Yeah, I've got Burrow higher.
Again, nothing wrong with Drake May. He has been Mr. Floor until last week, where he's like, okay, well, here you go. Have a big game. Could go off against the Jets, but again, there is a possibility, like some people have mentioned, like maybe he just doesn't need to throw very much. Maybe they play more conservative. So he still has a super high floor. Burrow has the higher ceiling, as we also saw last week too. So we're going Burrow. And then same thing here, Omar Hunez. Burrow or Hurts? Going to go Burrow. What about Nickus Norris? Hurts, Burrow, or Purdy?
Burrow.
And then one flex. Michael Wilson, Ramondre Stevenson, or Bucky. If Henderson is out, we go Mondre.
I'd probably still go Bucky. It's close, so I mean, I don't blame you if you want to go Ramondre, but this is a great spot for Bucky too. I know Sean Tucker's annoying here, but I don't know. Can I put Ramondre in over Bucky? I'm not sure.
I've not been a fan of Ramondre all season, but look, if Henderson is out, I think I'm doing it. I think I got to go Mondre here because I'm a Bucky. Just again, not just that he's getting pulled at the goal line, which he has been repeatedly. He didn't get targeted last week, so that's part of his game that's disappearing too. And against this Bucs offense, it's not the same. So if Henderson is out, I go Ramondre, and if not, then just go Bucky. What about Tyler Wickerstein? Needs to sit one. Barkley, Jacobs, and Henderson non-PPR. So what if, assuming they all play, what if Henderson is clear?
If they all play, I'm sitting Jacobs. Henderson against the Jets, I can't. I got to take that chance. I got to take the chance of him ripping off 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah.
So if they all play, I'm sitting Jacobs.
What is latest we've heard their statuses? Well, we're not going to know anything yet. It's too early in the week.
Yeah, Jacobs, I think, was limited because they do play Saturday. Henderson, I mean, he's in the protocol. It's probably not going to play, but you never know.
Right. And with Jacobs, it's how many times now it's been up until the last minute. They're waiting. So I doubt we'll find out nice and early this week. But right now, I would just say this: sit Henderson and assume he isn't playing. And if he does play, you can swap him out with Jacobs. Jin Rail, if Kittle is out, here are the options. Not great. Gesicki?
I mean, I don't know if I can put I don't think I could put Tyler Warren below these guys. I think I still would just go Tyler Warren here. He did get 9 targets last week for whatever that's worth.
He did get targeted. All right. Yeah, the only one I considered would be Gesicki and hope for a touchdown. But if these are your options, I'm sure Jake Tonjes is an option too. So
Yes.
if Kittle is out, right? Just go Tonjes overall.
Yeah, I would probably just go Tonjes.
Okay, let's sub James. CD2 needs 2 flexes. Godwin, BTJ, Parkinson, Carter, C-Rod, Taysom Hill.
I'm going to go Carter and BTJ. Again, I was a little overly optimistic on BTJ last week. Did not think he would draw the Surtain shadow, but he did. But this week, there is no Surtain shadow against the Colts. This should be a much, much better spot for him. So I'm going to go BTJ, Michael Carter.
All right. David Borg now with another one. Who's the second QB in the Superflex League is hit Geno, Ward, or Sanders?
Oh, I think I'll just take a chance on Cam Ward here.
I'm glad you said that. Need a little bit of confidence in my man Cam Ward. Hey, not too bad last week. Not too bad. All right. Sanders, I feel like Shooter Sanders is getting progressively worse as the season goes on.
He's going. I mean, it's the rookie thing, right? Like, it's like we saw this kind of with Cam Ward too. It was like, is this guy ever going to figure it out? And then they start figuring it out. Like, I think he'll still, but yeah. For fantasy, you can't play Shador.
All right. Let's hope they get him a legit receiver this coming season. How about this one? Sidney Williams. Henderson was the flex. Maybe still will be.
I think you got to go Gainwell.
Gainwell, or what if he's out? I'll Ramondre.
But Gainwell has been so good. We know he's going to catch a ton of passes. Like, this is still Ramondre Stevenson. Like, I'm going Gainwell.
Yeah, I'm going Gainwell too. I just want to see. All right. I will say this again. I don't know your roster, what you got. If there's a player you don't need and your opponent doesn't need, pickups. Well, you're saying pick up, like they're both out there in waivers? Like, let's pick them both up if we can. Although, I don't know, maybe this is a really shallow league, so who knows?
Yeah, pick them both up.
All right, Abraham Beinstock, here's a super chat. 2 flexes. Henry, Harvey, Evans, or Kyron?
I'm going to go Henry Evans in PPR. Man, tough to bench Harvey.
Yeah. All right. Good luck. And then waiver wire question. Oops. Ashley Parker, who to pick up? 2 spots open. Got Mondre, Franklin, Corum, Wilson, Parker, Washington, and wondering if it's time to drop Watson if Love is out.
I mean, if you're not going to play Christian Watson and your opponent doesn't need Christian Watson again, you can drop him. Like, I think Ramondre is a must add. Like, you don't want your opponent to get Ramondre. And then how is Blake Corum still out there? I think Corum is a good add. I mean, again, what we should really be thinking about here is, am I going to act like, is there a world where I ever start Blake Corum or Troy Franklin? Like, maybe there's a world where you do start Troy Franklin, like maybe Watson's your wide receiver 3, but if Love is out, you'd rather just play Franklin. Like, it might be a world, but so that's what it really come down to. I do think Ramondre is a must add though, in case Henderson's out. And then between Franklin and Corum, again, it comes down to, like, do you actually need these guys, or you just, and then the other question is, like, could either of these guys help my opponent? Like, if you don't need them, maybe they need Blake Corum this week. right? Maybe they lost Travion Henderson and Quinshon Judkins, and they need Blake Corum and Ramondre Stevenson. Well, then I pick those guys up and try to block them.
All right. There you go. Hopefully that helps Ashley Calikid with more. Nick Darnold, Caleb Brissett, just one.
Yeah, I have Brissett the highest this week.
Let's give him another chance. Jim Slim. Could you bench Bucky for Michael Carter? That seems a little too risky here. Like, I know I just went off against Bucky, but not like Michael Carter was substantially better last week.
Right. I'm still going Bucky here.
Yeah. All right. Just Super. What's up? It's in the championship. Okay. So Josh Allen or Tyler Shuck.
Look, I like Shuck this week, but I'm not benching Josh Allen. If I lose because Josh Allen busts again, then so be it. Like, there's just certain players like Tyler Shuck could be good this week and get you like 18, 19, 20 points, but Josh Allen could be good this week and get you like 35 points, 30 points. Like, he just has a level Shuck just doesn't.
Yeah, unless it was like the only way I could do this. Well, first of all, again, I don't mind Tyler Shuck as a streamer, but that's a streamer means you don't already have a stud QB, which you do. It would only be for another stud. If you're like, wow, I'm nervous about Josh Allen. Like, could I put Matt Stafford in? Yeah, you could. Joe Burrow, okay. Not Tyler Shuck. And only it would be if the ankle's still bothering him. We're not sure. Like, if he's questionable heading into the weekend. All right, well, then you have a good reason. So, yeah, I don't think so, though. You got to start it. Okay, well, Sydney did drop the full roster. Let's look at this real quick. Anybody else we could drop here? You can drop Igbuka. I'm not playing Igbuka. You can drop him. You have, I was going to say you could drop Warren if you have Kittle, but what if Kittle doesn't play?
Right. You say you're going to drop Saints. Or either, you drop one of your defenses. You don't need two defenses anymore, and drop Igbuka and pick up Gainwell and Stevenson if you can.
All right. There you go. Then let's see. Yeah, I think we're caught up again. Let's just do a couple more. How about a defense question from James? Saints, Rams, or Giants?
I think you got it. Giants get the Raiders. Nah, I'm just going to go. Man. Want to stream against your boy or Gino? I don't know. I think I'm going. I think I'm just going to go Saints.
It's close here. Well, Saints have been solid. Why not go Saints? Michael Lewis, Swift, or Javonte?
Javonte.
Yeah, he had a down game, but he should be fine. It's bound to happen. Lil Reggie with a couple of questions. Tyrone Tracy or Kenneth Gainwell?
I think you got to go Gainwell right now.
Fannin or Goddard?
Fannin.
Start Justin Jefferson?
I'd prefer not to.
With Max Brosmer? No, sir. And let's see. All right, Thomas. Well, where's your actual question? Here we go. Henderson and Adams are out. Might have to flex Shakir or Kincaid.
Yeah, I would go Shakir over Kincaid.
Yeah, if those are your options, that's it. Check the waiver wire. Maybe there's somebody else out there. Joe Estrada, thanks for the help. Lost in 2 semis, but less than 2 points.
Oh my gosh.
Exactly. Like what can you do? You can't. So, well, it's unfortunate, but hopefully we'll see you next season. As always, next year. Juice, just letting you know, he's already got his claims in. Are you ready for the showdown?
I don't even know if I made claims because I looked at my team. I'm like, I don't need anybody.
Nice. Except for Taysom Hill to block him.
True.
And then we have Reza Jali. Who do I start at flex, Hampton, Irving, or Bowers?
Ooh, do I have Hampton over Irving? Not Bowers here. I have Irving slightly over Hampton, but like barely. So totally understandable if you want to go Hampton here.
I'm going to go Hampton in this group. Yeah, I'm a little nervous about Bucky. It all might be out. We'll see. And Mike Baird, let's see, he says, finished in 5th, just beat the number 1 to get to the ship. He had Allen, Bijan, and JT this week is just as daunting, but hopefully I'm good. Yeah, I think he'll be good. Wife needs a new pair of shoes. Let's get it.
Let's go. Let's go.
All right. And the final question. What's up, Anthony? You've been silent. Not so silent majority. You've been silent unless you just got on here. All right, good question. Tomorrow happens to be Christmas Eve. The answer will be on tomorrow. I think we're planning on it, right?
Yep.
Maybe, I don't know the time. We're going to do a little any earlier just because of Christmas Eve stuff, or same time, usual time?
I mean, I don't know. If you got stuff going on, we can do it earlier. I don't really have anything going on tomorrow.
No. I think we'll do usual time. There you go. All right. We'll be on. We'll see how it goes. Good luck, guys, and we'll see you tomorrow because again we're just 2 days away from 3 games on Thursday. It's not NBA. Take that, NBA. It's the NFL's day now. 3 games. Wow. All right. Check out the videos. They're still coming out, guys. Start sit for every position, all the usual stuff. It's week 17. We need to win. So have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow.